first step into ensuring our CM module is getting the correct voltage, we need to ensure that the panels are producing the right voltage. How we want to do that is we want to test between the two MC4 leads. We're going to go our positive terminal to our positive MC4 and our negative terminal to our negative. This will give us a volts reading. So in the event that the CM module doesn't light up, we want to check the incoming voltage. And what we're going to start with is we're going to go to our DC isolation switch and make sure that is getting voltage first. So to check that, we want to make sure it's off. We're going to undo the screws. We can pull the face off. We'll be able to see the panels coming into the bottom of the DC isolation switch. And with your digital multimeter on the DC function, you want to go between the plus and the minus and see what voltage we're getting. In this instance, we're getting 307 volts. So that means the correct voltage is coming into the DC isolation switch. So we've just checked the voltage coming into our DC isolation switch. We know that we're getting the correct voltage coming through. So now the next step is to check our auto changeover switch. With our auto changeover switch, we want to go between R4 and R6. R4 is our positive polarity and R6 is our negative. So we want to test between both those. And when we put our multimeter on that, we can see that we are getting 307 volts coming in DC. So we know we are getting voltage from our panels into our DC isolation switch. And then from our DC isolation switch across the top here, we check that we're getting voltage into our auto changeover switch. The next step is to ensure that the CM module is getting voltage. What we want to do is grab our multimeter again, and we want to check the incoming power into the CM module. Now what we're going to do is grab our terminals and put them on red to red and black to black. We're going to do that where it says line. That is the incoming power supply. From there, we're going to look at our voltage. We are getting 307 volts DC. So we know that the CM module is getting the correct voltage. On the face of a CM module, it will show us how much voltage we are meant to get. The pump will not run unless there is a minimum of 90 volts, and we do not want to exceed over 340 volts DC. Once the CM module is energized, we can check the voltage on the screen by the arrows. So once we arrow down, we'll be able to arrow to where it says VIN, which is incoming voltage, and at this stage it says 309 volts DC. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope you found it useful. In the future, if you have any problems with the Nastec product, please reach out to Water Talk.